Morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Wednesday morning where a cold front has settled in. It's going to lift back to the northeast as a warm front though today, and that's going to help to warm things up after a cold start to our morning. Light winds to start the day will turn southerly and they'll only pick up a little bit, maybe up to as high as around 10 miles per hour or so. A few passing clouds, but these will mostly be very thin clouds. We'll see slightly more clouds tonight. Winds are actually going to increase this evening and overnight tonight. And as those winds increase, that's going to keep our temperatures elevated. So it will not be nearly as cold tomorrow morning. Look for an increase in clouds on Thursday as skies become partly to mostly cloudy. Here comes the next cold front. Breezy winds out ahead of it. You can see those winds out of the south and the southeast. They'll be getting up there around 10 to 20 miles per hour, some gusts up to around 30 miles per hour. But then behind that front, they'll be turning more northwesterly here. So we've got gusty winds also on the backside of that front. And when that front comes through, temperatures will start to probably drop in some of those locations there. As for the moisture chances, probably some slim chance here, some light rain or sprinkles. I don't think it'll be much here behind that cold front, but can't rule out a little bit of very, very limited moisture. Here's the blustery northerly winds heading into Thursday evening. They'll be blustery for a time, still some clouds and light rain or sprinkles around, but then later in the night the skies will clear up, the winds will die down as high pressure builds in, and that's going to take us into a cold start to our Friday morning. So let's look at your highs for today. We'll top out in the mid to upper 60s and lower 70s. I wouldn't rule out a few mid 70s out there. So a mild day, but in the best part of all, the winds not nearly as strong as they have been the last couple of days. Not as cold tonight, but that's because the winds are picking up. So we'll see a lot of lows in the 40s, some 30s in the west. And then for tomorrow, a cooler day, still pretty mild though. Most of us will still see 60s to near 70 degrees. The exception is right in here. Some of these spots in the northwest are going to see dropping temperatures in the afternoon. So you may be down in the 50s, say by 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon in these locations here. You can see those 50s off to the northwest. And then tomorrow night when the skies clear up, Friday morning, the winds die down. We're down into the 20s and low 30s for overnight lows into Friday morning. Friday itself, not terrible for this time of the year. It's going to be sunny. The winds will not be as strong. We'll still get back up into the 50s and even some lower 60s, and we'll see more of those 60s return as we get into Saturday. Those 60s are going to bring us a temporary warm-up for the first half of the weekend, as we'll show you in just a bit here. So taking a look at the long-range forecast, you saw it these next couple of days. Today is probably the best day of weather we'll see for a while. I'd say our next best day will actually probably be Saturday, just because tomorrow the winds are going to be stronger and there'll be more clouds around. Friday, again, the sunshine returns, but a cool day out there. Saturday, a little bit better. And then here comes our rain chances, which maybe look slightly more promising. Still a few question marks with that, though. Maybe as early as late Saturday night and early Sunday morning, but more likely later in the day, Sunday and into Sunday night and Monday. And along with that, the winds are going to pick up on the backside of that system on Monday, and temperatures are going to be dropping down into the 50s and then the 40s here as that makes its way through. And even after that storm system clears out on Tuesday, it's still going to be kind of chilly on Tuesday. We might get a temporary warm-up after that next Wednesday, a big travel day before Thanksgiving. We may get back up into the 50s. So hopefully the weather stays quiet here, which would be nice. And then the temperatures start to trend down. Thanksgiving Thursday and the day after on Friday, it looks like a shot of cold air is going to be moving its way in for the Thanksgiving weekend, holiday weekend ahead here. Let's take a look at some things here. This is going to take us, now you see those final few days, the 22nd through the 24th. So this is basically starting on Wednesday and continuing all the way through the following Monday after Thanksgiving here. Yes, we'll be settled into a colder weather pattern, but I'm hopeful that maybe some of this will eventually move back in, maybe around the final couple of days of November. That's a couple of weeks away yet, but that would be nice to see. And the Climate Prediction Center's outlook for precipitation is a little more now in line with what I was expecting. I think we'll probably be on the cusp between below average and above average. I don't think we'll see a ton of moisture down the road once we get, and this does not include the rain that's coming Sunday and Monday. This is beyond that. This is Wednesday through the following Monday. There are a few hints at maybe some snow coming into play, but I'm a little bit iffy on how good of chances there are, and those are down the road probably after Thanksgiving. So looking at the long-range models, not much today. Tomorrow, there's the sprinkle chances right in there, light rain behind the cold front. And then we'll clear it out Friday and Saturday. Saturday's weather looks good. Sunday, here comes that rain, and this is going to continue into Monday. Some snow out west could be possible here. I don't think we'll see much here in central Nebraska, though, and then this clears out Monday night into Tuesday morning. That's when we might sneak in some of the wintry stuff, but by that point, it's going to be pretty light and start to clear out, so I don't think it'll be a big deal. After that, I think travel weather looks good. all the way through Thanksgiving Thursday. There's nothing much showing up on forecast models for any kind of precipitation. Yes, it might get colder on Thanksgiving, but at least precipitation-wise, hopefully that's going to stay away. Here's the GFS model. There's the sprinkles and light rain tomorrow. It's not much. Friday and Saturday look quiet and sunny. And then here comes the rain Sunday into Monday. Not as much in the way of the wintry stuff, maybe a little bit out west. This model is certainly not as aggressive with the rain, though, for Sunday and Monday as the European is. And then that clears out. We'll see quiet weather Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, with Thursday seeing more clouds. Thanksgiving, I think Thursday travel looks fine, but things may turn a little more interesting if this were to take place, say, around Thursday night, Friday. There are some hints at some snow, but it's not an overly high confidence kind of thing yet as we get towards the end of next week, but it is going to get colder here. So let's take a look at the long-range temperature trends. I believe this is the GFS here. Again, mild today, starting to cool down tomorrow, and especially on Friday. We warm it up, though, Saturday right there. Then here comes the next shot of cooler air Sunday, Monday. Maybe a brief warm-up there on by Wednesday of next week, just before that shot of colder air. Thanksgiving Thursday, and then especially Friday, and that's that weekend after Thanksgiving looking kind of cold, including the Husker game between Nebraska and Iowa. That's in Lincoln. It's probably going to be a pretty chilly day right there. So that's the GFS forecast. Let's switch to the other one real quick here. I'll show you the European forecast model. So here it comes. I'll show you the European. Again, nice and mild today. Even tomorrow's not too bad. A little colder for Friday right there. But then Saturday gets better. Some milder weather returning. And then here comes the cool down Sunday into Monday of next week. Maybe a brief temporary warm-up there on Wednesday. So forecast models are pretty well aligned all the way through Wednesday of next week. The rain chances are kind of the biggest thing right now. And then, yes, here it is. The colder air, Thanksgiving Thursday. It's not quite as brutal with the European model as it is with the GFS model. But it still looks like we'll trend at least chillier, though, for those days after Thanksgiving. Probably seeing highs in the 30s for a few days at the end of next week. The bigger question, though, is could there be some snow that comes along with it? That's kind of the big question right now, and that's a long ways out, so I'm not even going to give you an answer to that one right now. It's just too far away. I'll just mention that there might be some chances of snow down the road here as we get a little colder at the end of the month. So, all right, well, as I wrap things up, I'll show you one more look at the 7-day forecast for today. I want to thank you all for watching on this Wednesday. I'll see you all again on Thursday with all of the latest. Until then, take care, and God bless. Bye.